We've had so much interest on this builder's Eagle community that we wanted to come out to this community and showcase what they're building out here before the last 4 homes are sold out. And this is one of the most popular videos that we've done so far.
Yeah, it's your most popular video. You guys loved the community we showed out in Eagle. Now we're out here in Star. And this home right now, we're gonna tour at the end. For those of you who are local or moving here, who want a really big house, this house is absolutely massive.
And an incredible deal.
Yeah, a really good deal for the size of home that it is. And we're really gonna dive into why that is, because it has some really cool features. It has, what is it, 4 or 5 junior suites in that house alone, and that's not the coolest part of it. So we're going to take a look at that. We're also going to take a look at a smaller home for those of you who maybe don't want a giant house with all of these bedrooms, and go over this community, the location, but also this builder has multiple communities in the valley, so we're going to highlight that and show you 2 new floor plans that we haven't seen yet, so stick around for that. But first, we gotta see who's filming. So for those of you who are new, we do rock, paper, scissors to see who's behind the camera. The loser has to sit behind the camera, so we'll see.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Dang it.
Oh, all right, there it is.
Oh, what is that? I think I've lost 4 now.
Yeah, check the counter. Yeah.
Dang it. Okay, well, we'll head to home number 1, which has the RV garage. Every home in this community has an RV garage. It's a little bit smaller, 3 bedroom, 3 bath. So let's head over to home number 1.
All right, we're out here at home number 1 for today, and we wanted this particular one to show you because 1, it's a great design inside, but 2, it is the most affordable home left here. So the second home we'll show you is the largest home in this community, largest home we've ever toured, but this one here is gonna work with a ton of different people, and again, at a slightly lower price point. And watch your step, it's a little icy.
Yeah, as you guys can see.
I'm trying to walk backwards, like don't eat crap, don't eat crap.
Yeah, and we're out here in the snow, and for those of you that are local, you know how cold it is this week that we're filming. This will probably come out next week or the week after, but
yeah, wanted to come inside. Some of the B-roll pictures you'll see. One thing I really like about Woodbridge Pacific and why our last video at their other community was so popular, and again drove several clients reaching out to take a look at their homes, is they do a great job with the front elevation. So if you look up this street, I mean, it looks like a beautiful high-end luxury community, and it flows through to the inside, but I absolutely love driving through their communities because it looks different than really most any other builders we have here.
Yeah, and keep in mind too, so that all the communities that they'll have these same floor plans that we've toured in this video and the last, right? So they have Stags, right, which is right down the street.
Yep, and Bald Eagle Point and Eagle.
Yep, and then they have this in Haven, and then they're opening one up in Nampa as well. So, and the Nampa one will be at a much more affordable price point than the rest of the communities. So, yeah, as we tour these, you guys, we try and show you floor plans that you can also put in different parts of the valley. So, if you're moving from Meridian, you want to go to Star, there's options. If you want to go from Star to Eagle, there's options. And pretty much every video, if you don't like the community, at least watch the house because it gives you an idea of kind of price points and square footage and what the homes will look like. So
yeah, and again, just exposes everyone, especially here locally or coming out of state, to all the different builder options and different location options. Obviously, you know, we haven't showcased it as much, but we can definitely help with any sort of existing and resale homes too. But showcasing some of the new communities that are here or coming can get a lot of the local people excited since they don't necessarily know exactly what's coming soon.
Yeah, plus people don't want their personal items on YouTube.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yep. But if you guys do list with us and you do want to be, you know, highlighted in a YouTube video like this, that is something that is an option. And so just, keep that in mind. It's a cool thing that we can do.
Yeah, but yeah, as we go through this home, we'll give you a little bit more info on the community, what we're really excited about with Star. But first, we'll kind of come in here, which to be honest, this is actually one of the highlights for this home, is this huge office, flex space, you know, bonus room, whatever you want to utilize it for. But this is actually a really big space. You could do plenty of things. Again, it is kind of designed more as an office. This is a true 3-bedroom home. But this could be utilized for whatever you need.
Yeah, no, this is a really good office for those of you who actually work at home.
Yep.
Maybe you work for yourself, things like that. This is a beautiful office for that kind of space. Or even if you guys are homeschoolers, if you guys homeschool, this is a perfect room to have your kind of little classroom set up. So.
I mean, you could actually have a legitimate classroom set up
yeah.
in this space for, I don't know, maybe up to like 4 kids.
Oh, easy, yeah. No,
Which actually we're seeing a lot more of, especially in Star, speaking of Star, a lot more group homeschooling. So, you know, on Facebook groups or mom or dad parent groups, bringing together multiple kids that are all being homeschooled and kind of have them go to one house for a few days and then maybe a neighbor's house for a few days. But really cool to see that.
Yeah, the homeschool community here in Boise is absolutely outstanding. So.
And then, so that was off the entryway. Your other 2 guest rooms over here are up front at the front of the home as well. But, you know, 10-foot ceilings, which is pretty standard for most, if not all, Woodbridge Pacific homes. A really good sized bedroom here. Plenty of light. You know, they go with the oversized windows as you'd hope and expect for a luxury home builder. And then this bathroom is actually a Jack and Jill bathroom. So you do have an entrance off the other guest room, dual vanities, and you know, big tub and tiled shower. So
yeah, and Woodbridge always does a good job of, they always have tiling, you know, to the ceiling or almost to the ceiling. A lot of their bathroom finishes are gorgeous. Yeah,
exactly. They leave all the fiberglass inserts out, and they make sure to actually put in, you know, solid surface and solid stone throughout their homes.
Yeah, and then heading into spare bedroom number 2.
Yep, and this one has a small walk-in closet where that one has the double doors. So a little bit more closet space, roughly the same size room. But again, 10-foot ceilings. I mean, this is larger than most guest rooms for a 3-bedroom home.
Yeah, and then off these 2 bedrooms is where we get back into the hallway. And then as a reminder, your office space we started off is there. You have the laundry room, which you'll see in a sec heads into the master, which is cool. And then your garage space is over there, which we can take a look after this kitchen living area. Yeah, and this particular floor plan, definitely one of their more popular ones. It is the model home in their Eagle community. The master bathroom on this one is super unique, which I actually really like. Might be one of my favorite in the $800,000 to $1 million price range bathrooms, just because it is a really cool design that has a few different extra touches to it that you don't see on most homes. But yeah, as we come into the kitchen, they definitely went with the bold colors on this one. So you have the dark, almost black stain on the island cabinetry, and then some of the lower and some of the perimeter cabinetry. So again, that white black contrast, but it actually works pretty well. It's not too in your face. Yeah, and I love this backsplash that they chose too. It's not as bland. It has like a little bit of touch of that kind of luxury, but it fits really well with this style, especially if you want the lighter color. It's crazy to see the upgrades or updates on small things like tile, like to actually have it look a little patinaed and worn on the edges, that it's designed that way. It's crazy that how far things have come from your basic one color subway tile. Yeah, white, black, gray, blue. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's some really cool tile options that are out there. And while we're sitting here, Jesse, can you update them on what we talked about with Star, where it's heading, and what Star is going to kind of look like? Yep. So Star in general, I mean, if you're looking at a map, it's right next to Eagle. It's right north of Meridian, and essentially that's where a lot of the growth is headed, because Eagle's fairly well built out. North Meridian is getting really close to fully built out, and Star is kind of sandwiched between the river, between the foothills. So there actually isn't a significant amount of free land available left. So pretty much every community we're going to see coming up is going to be similar to this size, maybe 20, maybe 50 home community, and they're probably all going to be in the higher end of price point. So the median price in Star is going to mimic Eagle in the next 2 to 3 years, and we're going to see more and more, $800,000 to maybe $3 or $4 million homes coming up, just because there is very little land available, and it is an amazing spot, again, sandwiched between the foothills and the river. Yeah, and part of that is we were talking with somebody, and they were telling us how Toll Brothers and CBH and Hayden are getting priced out. The land is no longer affordable enough to do it, right? So for those of you who want to live in Star at the lower price points,
exactly.
There's only a couple years left.
Yeah, and I would say, yeah, 2 to 3 years at most, because most of those communities for those builders, they're either half done or 3/4 done. And once they finish those out, they have nothing at least planned right now or on in contract for their next community in Star. So they're pretty much going to be out of Star, and you're going to see higher end homes and smaller infill communities like this, just because there isn't the land options available anymore.
Yep, yeah, and so just good for you guys to know about that, want to live in Star, but you're not in these $700, $800 million price points, and you want to get in these $400,000 or $500,000 Toll Brothers CBH homes. To, if it's on your docket, to at least reach out, talk to us, or at least do your research and think about having that as an option, because it won't be here long. So
yeah, and a lot of for a lot of people, especially locally, Star would be a great upgrade location to a home like this, 2,700 square feet. I mean, some individuals might be downsizing to this, but this would be a great location, a great home, great price point for those locally that bought maybe 5-7 years ago, almost doubled their equity in that time, and are ready for something a little larger, or maybe something a little nicer or newer. So if that happens to be any of you guys, when the time comes to try and think about selling, start that conversation early. We're already working with individuals that are targeting that spring, rush, so April, May timeframe. It's in your own benefit to reach out early, get a plan ahead, get the marketing done ahead of time, instead of just calling 2 weeks before, like, hey, Brady, Jesse, can you help list our home? We found one we really like, we want to go buy it. Obviously we can make it happen, but it takes a lot of the stress out if you plan it a little bit ahead of time.
Yep, it's much better to have your house listed and ready to go, and then go buy the house versus losing out on a house because you couldn't sell your home in time. So.
Yeah, especially with the market picking up, which we'll be doing a market report throughout the course of this year, where we'll talk a little bit more about that.
For sure. Yep, we can finish up this house though, and
there's
a dining room, but again, and you guys will see this in the next house too, Woodbridge, they're the sliding glass door kings. They have these awesome sliding glass doors in a lot of their houses. Some of them have multiple to like really open up your floor plan, which you've seen in the other video, but they also come with these, Yeah, this one being vaulted, really cool. Obviously the big fan. Again, the fireplace. I mean, this is still one of my favorite features on newer homes we're seeing lately, is having this outdoor fireplace, gas fireplace built in. I really like this one because you can see it and utilize it from both sides. And that's one of the extra touches that we'll show you guys here in the master. Yeah, you'll see why that's there here in a second. But the vaulted, cathedral style covered patio you don't see too often. James Clyde is one that I know does it. Woodbridge is one that does it, but they're awesome. These homes are awesome for outdoor entertainment.
So we'll head into the master suite here. And in this particular floor plan, they went with the hard surface flooring for the master as well. I know some people absolutely don't want carpet anywhere. Some people want carpet in the bedrooms, but again, in this case, they went with the hard flooring, and you could obviously put rugs down or whatever you need to if you want a little softer touch.
Yeah, and for those wondering, Jesse, what are the benefits of LVP? If anybody's like, why would I want that versus carpet or versus hardwood?
Yeah, so obviously, I mean, with the right LVP, they're very scratch resistant. So hardwood is nice, it's a little bit higher price, but it can be scratched fairly easily. I mean, wood you can scratch with your fingernail, or dogs, of course, or kids. This is very scratch resistant. I mean, you have to pretty much scratch it with metal or something really hard, but it's also, for the most part, waterproof. So if you spill a glass of water on hardwood, I mean, you want to rush to get that cleaned up. Whereas this, get it wiped up, but it doesn't need to be 100% dry. You don't need to sit there with a hair dryer making sure you get it all out. And then of course with carpet, it's, I mean, I hate to say it, but it's literally a sponge. So if you really knew what was down in there, or when you do pull up carpet to switch it out to hard flooring, you'll realize like, that's pretty gross. So obviously a lot of homes have it. It's nice because it feels better, it looks good, but over time it can really collect a lot of allergens, pet and human dirt and things like that.
Just nastiness, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, sweet. Yeah, no, I know a lot of you guys have questions about that when we're looking at houses, and everybody's different. And then the sliding glass door, you get another one here out, and then you'll see here in a second this master
really nice room. But again, the bathroom is again one of my favorite features, not in just this floor plan, but that Woodbridge Pacific does in general. They really think through how to utilize the space to the best of their ability. So having this have a little stool or seating area is a really cool function. You have the tall cabinetry here, so you have plenty of storage space for all your things, and you don't have to clutter up the beautiful countertop for it. And then this particular shower, I actually really like. It's a little busy, but the tiling is really cool in this.
Yeah, it's unique.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that yet.
And it is dual shower head. You have your fixtures here, so it kind of might surprise you as you walk in, because you do actually have two here, which is really cool to make sure they added that in there. And then again, for the outdoor fireplace, you have your private entrance off your master bathroom to have a little secondary patio area where, you know, again, you could have this on, and pretty cool little spot.
Yeah, I really love this, especially like, you know, sit down with your wife on the weekends or in the summertime and have a coffee out there with the fireplace going in the mornings, or have a drink in the afternoon. Definitely a cool little feature there off the bathroom.
Yep.
And then heading over to the master closet, which is your pretty much standard master closet, and then a pretty unique laundry room that this heads into with the flooring. It's becoming a popular style nowadays.
Yeah, yep.
This kind of old style.
Yeah, a little bit more design and look. I mean, even like wallpaper type design like that is coming back in the style. But yeah, huge laundry space. You have two full countertops, shelving, cabinetry along that whole wall. And then this does lead to your mud bench and the 3-car garage with the RV bay.
Yeah, we can go take a look at that one too. That way you guys can see the size of these RV bays that they have in Haven. Haven is where we're at with Woodbridge. And while we're taking a look at this RV garage that has the second door that goes all the way through too, just wanted to touch. And obviously Jesse mentioned that, you know, if you're getting ready to list your house, don't wait till the last second. It can be really helpful to plan out, but also just reach out to us, shoot us a text, shoot us a call. Me and Jesse, our goal again is to always be there and build a relationship and be more of an advisor and look at long-term goals, and not just real estate related. We're here to help you guys with whatever you guys need to. So reach out to us. If you guys are local, we'll grab a coffee. We'd love to meet you guys in person. And we just appreciate the support. And we've mentioned it before, but we're having a little friendly competition. We're trying to get this channel up to beat some of the other realtors in the area. So if you guys watch this frequently, subscribe to the channel, or just comment down below, and, you know, be a part of this community that we're trying to build, because it's not just transactional. We want to have a community of people. So
yeah, we've had some amazing conversations already with a lot of you, whether you turn into clients or you just want to talk about the local area, real estate, or anything related. So yeah, we'd love to keep that going, and that's why we're out here shooting videos, helping you guys take a look at all the other opportunities that are out here.
Yep, for sure. But now we can finish out this home number 1 in Haven. This area, love this area out here, and as you guys can see, the garages are finished. They give you the normal doors that you'd see inside. So
yeah, we're starting to see more and more the garage craziness happen with double RV garages or 4 bays. Is this garage size setup more than enough for most of you, or anyone on there watching want a double RV garage? Make sure you comment and let us know, and obviously we'll go find a few more of those if needed, or kind of stick to this as a good size for most people.
Yeah, I think most people this will be fine, but some of you guys, you got boats and RVs and you just want the space. So.
I mean, if you can build it, might as well, but yeah, it'd be hard to fill a double RV garage for a lot of us.
Yeah, and then heading off the garage into the laundry room, and this wraps back into kind of the front entrance, and then there's a half bath right here too. You know, for when guests come over and they match the flooring in that bathroom to the laundry room. But yeah, that's home number 1. Now we're actually gonna head over to the house that's right there, and I'll show you guys a little glimpse before we head into it so you can just see how massive this is, and you'll get a glimpse of some of the cool features, but you can see how massive this home is. And so this house here is listed at 900.
Yeah, 990, 980.
Yep. So it's the most affordable home in this community, and 4-star for this size, for this quality, is pretty par with everything.
Yep.
But this next house is not that much more for almost twice the size. So
yeah, it's massive.
Stick around for that, and especially because there's some really cool features in this second house.
All right, we made it out or back inside from the cold because it is a cold day out today. So nice to be inside. And again, this home is probably the largest one we've featured on our channel so far, but also has some amazing features. Really cool thing in the butler's pantry that we're going to show you that we've alluded to but haven't actually shown on video yet. And then also a really cool, unique setup upstairs with this being in the Star Foothills essentially. Incredible views that we're going to show after we showcase kind of this lower level area. So coming off the entry, you obviously have your open stairs, which is really cool. I mean, it really opens up to the huge ceilings right here. You know, it might be nice to upgrade the chandelier at some point, but again, at this price point for this size of home, I mean, it's an incredible deal that, you know, for those looking for a home this size, you don't want to miss out on. Yeah, anyways, nothing too crazy with this half bath, so any guests that you have over can pop in over into here. Coming this way, this is definitely set up as the office space, so nice to have a little bit of window area, and you do have 2 entrances. So one off the entry, and then another little door that leads to the living room or great room. And again, being such a large home, we'll do our best to try and point out where things are at, but it might get a little confusing as we flow through it.
Yeah, this house is huge. I mean, even just this living room, you guys can kind of see it's a massive one. And just walking through the house before you guys came in, we were like, it just never
keeps
ends.
going.
It keeps going.
Yeah.
So for those of you who have multi-generational, or you know, you just have a really big family, this house is absolutely awesome.
And when we say multi, this one isn't just like one generation. I mean, it's big enough if you needed to for 3 generations or 2 families of the same age, because again, and we'll show all of them, there's 4 junior suites or 4 guest suites with their own private bathroom in this home, which is amazing.
Yes.
But yeah, you've got the fireplace, which is always a great touch, especially in the winter right now. Throw that on for a little bit of ambiance. And again, just a ton of room, you know, very easy, simple shape to play with. So you can really design this however makes sense. If you want more of a dining room setup, you got plenty of space here, a little bit less living room area, or vice versa.
And Jesse, can you tell them like when it's not staged, right? We don't look at too many homes that don't have staging. Once you add staging in, does it make it feel bigger or smaller without it?
Yeah, great question. So it actually feels larger when you do have staging in, because you can actually picture what a gigantic sectional would look like in a space this big and still have extra room on both sides. So it actually does feel and look larger when you have actual furniture and decor inside the home.
Yeah, which is not what you would think. You would think when it's empty, it would feel bigger. So just want to give you guys that, especially if you guys are looking at houses and watching these videos, keep that in mind that when homes are staged, they look bigger than they actually are. So, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Or even mid-construction too. I mean, it's really, really funny as you walk a home that's framed, drywalled, finished. Throughout that process, it actually starts to feel larger because you can actually picture what this is going to look like. Whereas when you walk through a framed home, it always feels smaller, even though everything's open. But it is a little counterintuitive.
Yep.
So anyways, yeah, obviously you got the kitchen here, massive island. I mean, you might not even need a dining table with how many stools you can put under there.
6 stools right there, for sure. Yeah.
Yep. But other than that, you know, very, you know, custom cabinetry, everything we would expect from this builder in all of their communities. Just everything in this home's a little bit oversized with a couple really cool features that we'll show you here
what
soon.
do you think of this 3-tone? I don't think I've seen that yet in any of our videos where you got you got 3 tones versus the 2.
I mean, I'm no interior designer. To me personally, it's a little bit much because you'd have to figure out ways to tie all of it together. And again, that's not my expertise, but at least I didn't pick anything that's in your face.
Yeah, no, it all meshes well, but definitely like a unique thing about this home. You don't see 3 tones of cabinets too often. So pretty cool though.
But yeah, the other nice thing about this, and you know, some people like it, some people don't, but you actually have the matching stone as the backsplash. So you have full stone backsplash, not tile with grout that could get dirty that you have to seal, you know, every couple years. So just a really clean look that matches all the stone countertops in the kitchen. Yeah,
and then the microwave here, for those, that's actually a convection oven as well, right? So it's not just for microwaving, so you can throw a little Tostitos pizza in there.
Yeah, exactly. You get your Hot Pocket in there. And, but yeah, Bosch appliances, again, at this price point, you'd hope for an upgraded appliance package. And then a little bit different than our normal flow. We're gonna go through the mudroom here to the garage, because this is another big showcase for this entire community. Every home has an RV bay. But what's cool about this one is there's actually 2 entrances to the garage.
Yeah, so, and wait for the second entrance, because that's one of the first, cool things about this house that's definitely unique. And entrance number 2 is right there. So you have 2 entrances into your garage, which is sweet. And then as you guys will notice, this is a finished garage. So even your doors out here are what you would see inside, as well as the handles too. Is one of the things that Woodbridge does. And then they have a conditioned crawl space too, which for those that don't know, can you explain to them?
Yeah. So this little tube here and this small fan, the crawl space is completely sealed in this home versus having crawl space vents throughout. So instead of having the airflow come in naturally, it's sealed, and it actually pulls air from outside into the crawl space and exhausts it outside as well. So it's constantly circulating fresh air through. So ideally, you know, you're keeping your air cleaner down there, but also keeping it dry, which is the whole goal of the crawl space. But what's cool, again, we haven't seen it much because this is one of the largest, if not the largest homes we've toured. They have 2 instant water heaters.
Well, they need it in this house. This thing's huge.
If you have all 4 private suites or 4 guest suites and the master bedroom all taking a shower or bath at once, hopefully you should keep your hot water going.
Yeah, and for like houses like this, the difference between a water heater versus a tankless is which one's faster as far as getting the water hotter? Or is there a big difference?
I would say, I mean, nowadays those things are so quick that you turn it on and it's pulling hot water. It just depends on how far away from the actual unit it is. But to really have instant hot water, you could install a recirculating hot water system. So literally the second you turn on a faucet, it's hot. But again, the benefits with these is it's unlimited. I mean, you could truly have all 5, you know, main bathrooms running a shower, and you wouldn't run out because it's on demand.
Yeah, that's a big factor, especially for a house this size. And I've noticed lately, I don't know if you've noticed, but it's been, 20 degrees here the last 2 days. My water's been taking a lot longer to get hot.
Yeah, that's true.
Here's this RV bay, which is absolutely nuts.
Big RV bay, and I don't know if every home has it. I've seen quite a few, so it might be every home, but it does have the pass-through garage door, so to get to your backyard. Like we mentioned earlier, these are all on large lots. I mean, to fit a 4,600 square foot home, you need a large lot, but all of these are roughly a ½ acre. Some are a little larger, some are a little smaller, but a really good 20-ish home community out here in Star, right along the foothills, kind of tucked away in the back, so much quieter out here, just kind of the edge of town.
Yeah, and I love having that thing for in the summertime, pop it open and in and out when you're entertaining guests, have your smoker or your barbecue out there. And especially with Woodbridge's patio, their covered patios are one of my favorites.
Oh yeah.
They do a really good job, and you guys saw the first house, but we'll take a look at the second one here too. But they have really good entertainment space in all of their communities, not just this one.
But yeah, obviously going through the second entrance or exit to the garage into the butler's pantry, which for those of you who watched the other Woodbridge Pacific community, Bald Eagle Point, we had mentioned they can do a full-on stovetop in the butler's pantry, and that's what we have here. So, I mean, you have your prep sink, you have a secondary stovetop, full size with its
Insane.
own vent hood.
Yep, own vent hood back here.
Yep.
Yeah,
really
that way,
cool.
if you have company over, you can cater and they have a place to cook, or we heard story of a husband and wife who preferred to cook differently.
Yeah, that's funny.
Which is interesting.
Yeah, and I would even say, you know, a lot of clients I've had that are, from either India or China or Japan, when they cook, they obviously cook with lots of spices, lots of oil. Being able to do that separate from your main living area and keep all of the intense, fumes over to the side, I think that's a huge benefit.
Yeah, that's actually good. I didn't even think about that. My wife would love that because when I cook steak in the living room or in our area, she hates the smoke. So,
Yeah.
Nice to have a space back there to not get nagged at, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
I love you, honey, if you're watching this. Yes, sir.
But yeah, down here, still on the main level, right off the kitchen and living room, you have your first junior suite or guest suite. So it has its own walk-in closet with the built-ins and a full bathroom. So tile floors, tile bathroom, shower, and a good size, oversized tub as well.
Yeah,
so.
in most houses, this is the only one, and that's a selling point.
Yes.
But again, we have 3 more to show you guys that have this junior suite option.
As we were first walking through, we were trying to count like, how many? 1, 2, 3, and then one of the other bedrooms upstairs will show you kind of tucked away, and they're like, oh my gosh, this is another one.
Yeah. Yeah, and then let's show, these sliding glass doors are my favorite. In the last video you guys saw, Woodbridge they're the sliding glass door kings here.
Yes.
They have lots of awesome sliding glass doors, and some of their floor plans, they have like 3 or 4 of these, so.
Yeah, exactly. Love this. I mean, you literally open up an entire wall to the outside.
Yeah, and I'll back up to see that, like when you guys are entertaining, you know, Jesse's out there, you have this whole open area to entertain, and then of course, this is the finished patio that we were talking about. That's so awesome. And they usually have these fireplaces in a lot of their covered patios, and these come standard. So even if you built with Woodbridge, you get covered patios.
Yes.
The fireplace, stuff like that might be an upgrade, but the covered patio comes included with all of their houses.
Yeah, yep, plenty of room out here. Again, more than most we'd see in this builder range. And then I absolutely love the outdoor fireplace. I think that's so cool. And it does have electric boxes, so you could put your TV up there to watch your, TV or sports. And then obviously you have your gas line for if you were to barbecue or set up your own, barbecue setup. But yeah, the double slider door or triple slider door is a big upgrade.
For sure. And this is not the only patio. So we have one upstairs, which is part of the view that we were talking about. And yeah, it's freezing cold, so we're
gonna shut
out this house. Yeah, we got to get that closed.
That's a workout.
Yeah, upstairs is there's a really amazing view. We still have the master, and then obviously some of the junior suites. The master is awesome, the patio, and then as we're going upstairs too, just a reminder, me and Jesse, as we talked about earlier, our goal is to truly help you guys and work with you. We're out here doing it. We're showing the houses, we're answering the phone calls, and our goal is to not just have clients and transactional where you buy a house and we move on. We really want to be more of a real estate advisor where we become friends and build relationships and help you and look at the long-term goals and what's best for your situation. So for those of you guys who are local and maybe you're thinking about moving out to Star and upgrading or downsizing or upsizing, whichever it is, reach out to us. Even if it's not now, if you are thinking maybe in the next year or 6 months, shoot us a call, shoot us a text. We'd love to sit down, have coffee with you, and actually just plan that out. That way we can keep in touch, keep an eye on things, and just be in communication. So yeah, just as a reminder, we're out here to provide value, and if there's things that we can do to improve these videos that you wish we would do better or key points that you want to know about, drop them in the comments below, and that way me and Jesse can know, okay, next video they want to learn more about crawl spaces or whatever it is. You guys want to learn more about the market data, stuff like that. So
yeah, like and you can probably tell, first and foremost, we're real estate agents that are also doing everything we can to provide info to all of you that are on YouTube researching and getting educated. So Yeah, we're probably not going to have our own HGTV show anytime soon, but that's not our goal. So definitely reach out, throw some comments, send us some DMs. You know, even if you aren't in the market, let's grab coffee or a quick phone call and connect.
For sure. Yeah. No, we're out here to build a community on YouTube and make it feel like you guys are just here with us. So. Yeah. Even if you just drop a comment and give us crap or whatever it is, man, we don't care. Just drop a comment. We'd love to talk to you.
Yeah. But before we go upstairs, I got a little too excited, I guess. We have one other bedroom downstairs to show.
See, and this is just how big this house is. Yeah.
We have 2 guest suites or junior suites on the main level, and this is one of the other ones. So this is right off the entry. To the left, we went to the half bath and office. To the right is where this guest suite is. And again, another little walk-in closet.
Yeah, you get a little window in this one too, which is nice. And then the same bathroom.
Same bathroom setup.
So tiling on the ceiling, all the way up to the ceiling.
Yep. But yeah, I mean, again, two guest suites on the main level, you know, 10-foot ceilings throughout. So this is a large home, but it's also a luxury build with luxury features. And again, some exciting ones that we'll show as we head upstairs.
Yeah, and again, when you guys hear the price for this caliber of builder, for this size, in this area of Star, you guys will be surprised by the price, because we've looked at homes that were 3,000 square feet in a neighborhood right down the road that is the same price as this house. So
exactly.
Yeah, we'll take a look at that at the end, but let's head upstairs.
So we're back up top now. Over here, we're going to show this here in a minute, the bonus room, and you got to wait to see these views off the patio. But first, we'll go down this long stretch of hallway and showcase all the other bedrooms, including the master bedroom. But before we go through all of them, you know, drop a comment. Is this a home that you'd see yourself living in? Too big, maybe too small for somebody?
I don't know.
Yeah, it'd be hard.
A big family.
It'd be hard, but
small,
maybe. But yeah, we'll pop into this room. So this would be another junior suite. So this bedroom has the closet up here on the front.
It sneaks up on you, it's right there, yeah.
Exactly, yep, but you do have a full bathroom, same setup, pretty much same size as the other 2 junior suites downstairs. So for all of you counting at home, that is number 3.
Yeah, so I think it is 5, let's see.
Yeah. And then really cool, I mean, tons of storage space out here. They didn't just
these aren't just your normal closets. They're you got plenty of built-ins in there.
Which again, for if you had a home this size and you filled it, you'd want all the storage you could get. Master bedroom we'll go to here in a second. But yeah, this way you have your 2 other rooms, guest room here, and surprise, another junior suite.
Another junior suite.
Yep. Here, so we're at 4 now.
Yep. And then the last room, which is just right around the corner, is not a junior suite.
Yes, correct. This one is the only one, so I'm not sure who gets the short end of the straw when you have kids fighting for rooms, but this one would not be a junior suite, but
still has its own bathroom.
Every other room up here has its own bathroom, so realistically, this bathroom is pretty much only for this room here or for anyone that's using the bonus room. But yeah, I mean, that's plenty of bathroom space, so no one's fighting over sinks and showers.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, as we come into the master bedroom here, again, exactly what you'd hope for and expect. Big space. I mean, you have plenty of room for a king-size bed, nightstands, dressers, you know, even chairs to lounge in outside of just the bedroom furniture. And then of course we'll go out there after the bathroom, but you have your own private entrance to this upstairs patio.
Yep. You can peek in on whoever buys the first house that we looked at.
Yeah. But yeah, this bathroom I actually really like, and part of it's right behind you, behind the door. You have just a ton of extra storage space. I mean, this could have easily just been a wall.
Put your whiskey and wine in there.
Yeah, we've seen that before. Yeah, the little coffee or a drink setup.
Yeah.
But yeah, big bathroom. I like the vanities on each side. So even though you have plenty of space, you're not bumping elbows with your significant other. This side has a little bit extra. So, you know, maybe a makeup vanity or something else to put there. And then of course, standalone tub with its own window. You might want to put some blinds or put some film on that, but currently it's completely clear so you can see past. And then Brady can comment, is this, does this get signed off?
Yeah, this is a Brady approved stamped right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing is huge.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
truly have a 2-person shower.
Yep.
With the, obviously you get the 2 shower heads, and then obviously all the built-ins fully tiled all the way, and your 2 valves are right there,
Yep.
which is nice.
2 separate valves, and again, you're not getting sprayed when you're trying to turn those on, wait for them to get warm. And then a really big size, really good sized master closet.
Yeah.
I mean, shoe fans, you have what I'd hope to be enough storage, but you know, that people can get pretty wild with that stuff, so maybe
true.
not, but you have plenty of room for multiple wardrobe sets. And since this is a 2-story home, you don't see the flow of the master bathroom, master closet to the laundry room as often as a single-story home, but we do have that here. So off the closet is the laundry room here, which does have another sink and obviously your washer dryer set up.
Yeah, cool to see that in the 2nd story
Yeah,
for sure. And then now we can see the view that we've been talking about, but we'll head, so the stairs are there with the little extra flex space living area, but we're gonna head through the master patio to give you guys what this view looks like, because right here you get a view, and it's not that great on camera, but you can see the Boise River from here. You can see the Owyhee Mountains, and because you have the entryway right here, you don't have these houses to block your view. In the summertime, and even right now, it's an absolutely beautiful view all the way across.
Yeah, and this is a really big 2nd-story patio, and we don't see this very much in Boise or in the Treasure Valley, having a 2nd-story living space like this, outdoor living space. So we're starting to see it more, which is awesome, especially in communities like this, because we are elevated. This is on a slight slope, so as homes go up the hill, they're a little higher, but you have an amazing view that obviously they wanted to showcase with some outdoor living space here.
Yep, yeah, and I mean, you even get a little bit of the foothills right in here too, so just a cool view that, you know, you can, location is the thing, so you can only build so many houses with locations like this, and at this price point and size, it's a cool thing to have.
And then the other slider off to the huge bonus room or flex room upstairs, the loft with a wet bar, so you have a little, you know, wine or soda fridge and another sink up here. I mean, again, there's not really much left to be desired with this home. I mean,
No,
it has it all, and in my opinion, for the size, the location, the lot size, it has the price too.
Yeah, no, and we'll talk about that in a sec, but even these windows, you can see the view out these windows in the bonus room, and there's plenty of room to put, you know, a pool table or a hockey table and a sectional and a big TV right here. So definitely big entertainment space for those multi-generational and people with kids. This house is absolutely awesome. And the price is?
Yeah, just under 1.5, so 1.4 million. And they have Woodbridge Pacific has an amazing promo for this community right now too. So $45,000, up to $45,000 off the last 4 homes in this community. And you hear us a lot talk about brand new communities and the extra opportunities being some of the first homes in. Sometimes being the last couple homes in, you have the same ones because they're like, it's done, we're not staffed there, let's get these things sold. So that's where they're trying to push these last 4, move on to their other communities, and they're giving, again, up to $45,000 off or towards, you know, closing cost rate by that.
For sure. And how about we do this for the first 3 people to comment down below, 45,000. So if they comment 45,000, we will send you guys a Starbucks gift card. So the first 3 people there, we can do that.
So yeah, if you like what you see with Woodbridge Pacific, check out the other community here in Eagle, a Bald Eagle Point, where they build, and they still have lots available, some waterfront, some along the end, some along the perimeter. So take a look at that video, and obviously, again, reach out anytime you guys have questions or just want to chat with us. Looking forward to talking.